as the title says, this is Meeting Rules Part 2, the executive. Last time I discussed the successful club speaking series. We were talking about our everyday meeting rules, and today we will be talking about the executive. We decided to talk about this because we have elections coming up here right away for our new executive. So why do we have club officer roles? Why do we have an executive? The whole point behind having the executive is to help the club with its structure. They're the behind the scenes people, and it just makes sure that everything runs smoothly and everybody has the support that they're looking for and that the club has the support that it's looking for. In this space, you can develop your leadership in our regular everyday club roles. That's more so aimed at communications. Toastmasters is all about communication and leadership. So our everyday roles is more aimed towards communication, whereas the executive, you get to expand on your leadership skills. You get to kind of like be a mentor. You get to do more networking with other Toastmasters outside of your club and help your club grow. Tonight, we'll be discussing the different roles, which are Sergeant at Arms, President, Vice President of Education, Vice President of Public Relations, Vice President of Membership, Secretary, and Treasurer. To start off, we'll talk about the Sergeant at Arms. So we do have a Sergeant at Arms at every meeting, and that role changes with every meeting. They help set everything up, whereas the Executive Sergeant at Arms is kind of like the overseer of all of our materials, keeps our cupboards organized, and helps us out with like the technology aspect of our club. So this year, our executive Sergeant at Arms was Adam, and he has been quite the help. He brought forward a lot of new technology for us to play with and make sure that our club runs smoothly. Real world skills, organization, logistics, and team support. The next role would be president, and the president supports the club and the leadership team, guides executive and business meetings, and leads by example and encouragement with their support. Sometimes larger roles like this can seem intimidating. When I was asked to be president, I was very intimidated by it, but honestly, it gives you a chance to show up in spaces that you aren't sure of, and like I said before, you can refine your leadership skills there. So don't be scared of the titles. Just kind of try and be open to what you can learn, the opportunities to learn. And Jamel had shared a really fun meme with me earlier in the week. And it says, a good leader knows when to step forward and when to step back. And I really believe that that works for a president because they're not here to rule over, they're here to help support the whole team and what the club wants to do moving forward. The VP of Education is a very vital role in our club. They are the ones that plan the agenda. They help us with our pathways educational programs, helps members achieve their goals, and even sometimes create those goals if you're unsure of what goal you want to have as a Toastmaster. And they guide our club through their learning and development. So the real world skills here, of course, planning, coaching, and mentorship. The next would be public relations. Public relations VPPR is kind of like the face of the club. So you are the connection between the club and the community, or the club and other clubs outside of our own. You promote our events, work on the socials, and sometimes, depending on the PR, if we want to do outside of the club social events, kind of like meetup spaces, go for dinner, that kind of thing, then public relations is the one to usually organize that space. So in the real world skills that you can translate over to, it encourages creativity and innovation, builds connections through networking, and strengthens personal confidence. and presence. Next, we will have the VP of Membership. Oh, sorry, I wanted to mention, with the public relations, Nigel's our public relations this year, and he has done so well with our flyers and coming out to community events and helping promote our club. So thank you, Nigel. And for the VP of Membership, they are vital in helping us acquire new members. So they welcome the guests and prospective members, kind of like a scouting out space, if you will. Whenever we have an outdoor event or out of the club event, it's always nice to have the VP of Membership attend, and then that way they can let prospective members know what we're all about, where we meet, how we roll, because they explain how to join Toastmasters and they help new members become members. Real world skills, develop networking and outreach skills, communicate values and opportunities, and relationship building. Our current VP of Membership is Jomel. She took on the role a little late in the year, but that's okay. She did amazing. She brought quite a few new members to our club over this last little while, as well as we've had Kimberly help out with that aspect, keeping up with the emails and connecting with past guests, seeing what their experiences were and if they'd like to join us again. Next, we have the secretary, who this executive is Spencer. They are to record all of our notes, like our business meetings, maintain and organize the club records, and manage club correspondence such as emails. So if we get like an email from the 4-H or email from St. David's about our rent, the secretary is to kind of take note of that and inform the club during our executive meetings. The real world skills on that is organize and maintain records, process information quickly, and communicate with clarity. Next is, and I think the last role here, is our treasurer. And they manage the club finances and dues. They track and balance our payments and remind members of renewal dates and take their payments when that time comes. Currently, our treasurer is Ace, and she has been helping us with our rent, like getting our rent paid and keeping us on track with our club budget balance, as well as helping members, reminding members when dues are up for renewal. So the real world skills here: develop financial management skills, track budgets and expenditures, maintain organized financial records. So everything that we do in the executive in each individual role can help you in the real world, because like if you've never really know how to budget financially, or you don't think you're very good at it, treasurer would be a really good role for you. If you want to work on your organizational skills, your writing skills, secretary would be good for you. If you want to get out into the public or expand yourself on social media and see what you can create, VP of Membership would be great for you. If you want to meet new people, VP of Membership would be great for you. Public relations, creation. If you want to help support people in their achieving their goals, or expand your knowledge on how to expand your knowledge more in the Toastmasters universe, VP of Education would be great for you. If you would like to expand in your leadership roles, President is a great role for you because you get to oversee all of these spaces. And seeing as we are coming up to our elections, I think next week, I just want you to keep in mind these roles. If you would like to have a role, or if you think somebody in our club would be good for these roles, we can nominate them. So in conclusion, coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together is success, because we are nothing but success here in this club. Back to you, Toastmaster Rochelle.